Vamos a iniciar con...
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
Muy bonita presentación, Gustavo.
Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Me gustó mucho. Tenía tiempo que estaba de ver si podía ver este juego, así que lo compré. Solo conseguí que tuviera para la posición. No fue sector. Igualmente lo voy a jugar en una sola posición. Vamos a ver qué tal será el gráfico.
So, I flew up. Straight up. Through the clouds. Higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have been wearing a vest with you, you piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Vamos a ver cuál es la misión número 1.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Mision ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Vamos al mando con un simulacro. Roll en 4. Y aquí estamos a los preparativos. Servicio. Tenemos solamente un avión. Momentos. Y vamos para la salida.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Vamos a derribar a los bombarderos.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party.
Vamos a acelerar y al despegue.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Do that. Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties.
Bajar el
Time
morro.
to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. Showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Altitud de 1.500, buscando chicos, por a 1.500 pies. Mira allá, 500 recursos.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
Our fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts go up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch
Mira.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, page 2.
Uy, carajo. Así me dan ahí un
Page 2.
vertical.
Targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely got his feet wet.
Ya va.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Page 2, locked.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installation and return to base.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Todos
Copy
en el
that.
mismo.
It's a bomber and an escort.
Vamos para allá.
Oh, there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Viva.
Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Con otro.
You
Oh.
kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
Otra vez.
AVs. I can't tell them apart, missile. Bomber hit by a missile.
Otra vez. A ver qué tal no va.
Enemies locked! Harbor bay target carrier destroyed. Combat mission accomplished. We've still got half our package. Emptying over the hangars and runways. Attack missed.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
¿Qué tuvo 6?
Taking cover in the clouds.
¿Dónde está?
Enemy on your tail! Switching!
Quítate. Vamos allá. Ya me metí.
Mage 2 locked.
Y que tengo otra vez. al otro, vamos atrás de él. No sé,
Enemy vessel closing. Breaking.
otra vez. Ahí va.
Missile
Como la
launched.
mira, primer disparo. Wow.
Locked on.
Targeting range of guns.
Vamos atrás de él. El cliente. En el blanco.
I'm in position. He's mine. Enemy vessel detected.
Page 2 locked.
Box 2.
Fox 2. One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Una buenísima.
To
Pero
Colin
el
and
juego
Mage,
ya está
job well
destruido ahí.
done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Misión cumplida.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try
Esa es
to
la
be a
primera vez que
hero.
vuelo, está
I
súper
want you to
bien.
make it back in
Aunque
one
está en
piece,
modo
you hear?
fácil. Estoy haciendo con el control de Dios y así que está súper bien.
Golem
Me gustó
Squadron,
bastante.
this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Una imagen, veo el muchacho aquí atrás.
Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I
Otro
am
ataque.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Page 2. Verify and read
Aquí
back.
tenemos la repetición.
Page 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party. We have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Cadet, Golem Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off in 4 hours.
Vamos a ver qué tal se ve con la primera misión.
Page 2,
La
altitude restriction
repetición.
is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Go for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Welcome. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. Showtime, Trigger. Let's see if we can handle the spotlight.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this.
I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Bueno, vamos a omitirlo, vamos para la segunda misión que tengamos. ¿Qué tal nos fue?
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost. That you have.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic. the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Louise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Con una pata jodida, pues no traté de escapar. Cóchole. Vamos a la segunda misión, vamos a ver qué me trae.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Tenemos una gran misión. Segunda misión, vamos a descubrir una parte terrestre y otra parte Target Drone 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, no, 11 lugares para destruir. Nada. Vamos a salir.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Vamos a ver qué tal nos va en esta segunda misión. El juego está muy interesante, tiene una buena historia. Me gusta.
The current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Atacar el primer.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
Target has been destroyed.
Request your permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now!
The wings are iced up.
Missile launched. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Welcome. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
APCs have nowhere to hide!
Target has been destroyed.
2 targets remaining.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Vamos a cambiar por el momento pesado. Me dieron.
Fox 2. Attack missed.
First 6 enemies. Some are really good.
Fox 3.
We aim over clear ground. Score 3, you have to bail out now.
Lower 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now. Tread the radar network. Lockdown hostile.
Vuelta. Y aquí vamos otra vez.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Why don't they withdraw? What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead? Breaking to escape lock.
Volvemos otra vez.
I've maneuvered behind the enemy. Enemy's airstrikes have fallen. Watch out for him! Evade. Continuing attack.
Fox 2.
Pull the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Target destroyed.
Fox 2.
Missile. Breaking. Getting out of lock. Breaking. Missile. Get out of the way!
Missile evaded. Mage 2 locked.
Do we really have interceptors? They're still pounding us!
Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities?
otra vez cerrada.
That's gonna be a circus.
Evade. Continuing attack.
Ground target destroyed.
They're losing it after their allies on the ground were taken out. Can't say I blame them.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Oh my god. Me trayé la torre. Quedó muy bajito. Bueno, vamos a reintentar desde el punto de control.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and
Estamos otra vez
anti-air
20
weaponry.
minutos para la misma. Wow,
Destroy
¿qué
the
trae?
target.
¿Qué trae? Ya me dijo, estaba
HQ
volando
has
tan
made it
bajito.
clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Vamos a mantenernos a los 500, 450, 550.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Complete our vehicle out of there!
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? You should be close.
Yep.
H2, Fox 2.
We're being attacked by enemy aircraft!
done. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. Where's our support? If we don't get some fire soon, the whole base is gone.
Page 2, walking. Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Target eliminated.
Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now! Just barely resist these bunnies. Drive it long you can.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Traffic flares deployed.
Vamos atrás de ese radar.
Fox 2. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
Break! Break! Watch your six!
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Clear ground. Call 3, hit the bailout now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Missile fire, evading.
Lockdown bandit.
Watch your six. Missile heading your way.
That's a miss.
Managed to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a service.
Taking a look. Evading. Missile inbound. Breaking. Breaking.
Column 3, Fox 2.
Page 2 splashed abandoned.
Bandit is in my sights.
Ground target destroyed.
Drive the enemy aircraft away from the base. Everything's been burned down.
Mage 2 bandit on your 6.
Getting out rock. Breaking.
Radar de vehículo, allá.
Breaking. I need to evade.
How the hell is the enemy able to hit us so accurately? It's camouflaged.
Targeting range of guns.
I'm on his rear.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Vehicle down. Fox 2. interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Target destroyed.
No, they're not linked to the radar yet. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback from those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
All right. This base is worth destroying.
Target eliminated.
4 targets remaining.
Residential area is below you.
Debemos dejar que despegue. Así que vamos ya. Vuelta y volvemos a atacar.
Page 2.
Missile inbound. Breaking. Fire anti-air gun. Now.
Quedan 10 minutos.
The enemy has a lock on you.
3 targets remaining.
Lock your man. Breaking off. Bandit my side. Launch preparations complete. Submarine, whenever you're ready.
Vamos, que nos quedan 2.
UAV is ready to launch. Away.
Mamacita, y vienen con los contenedores y son... Estos son 5.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
Tenemos 5.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Column 1, that doesn't
Claro,
matter.
piloto automático,
Enemy
tío.
fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying the war could change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Ammunition
No
zero.
remaining special weaponry.
Looks like a black door comes to appear. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Bandit evaded the attack.
The enemy does a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Keep your eyes open in those clouds. Don't try to read their movements. I'll buy a dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more. On my stuff.
Uno más.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Muy bien. Otra vez.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone.
Cielo
Mission
despejado.
complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
Oh, la primera baja fui yo que me estrellé contra una torre.
Warriors these days.
You shoot, someone gets
Tengo
killed.
que reiniciarlo, pero wow. El
The
juego está
guys in
muy
charge take care of
entretenido.
the rest.
Current target is on rails, but they're still...
You've given us air superiority by destroying. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us...
Nada más.